you have the attitude of a high achiever? Do you know what it takes to get to your success? Hi, I'm Debra Kasowski. In today's video, we are going to talk about the characteristics. There's 5 distinct ones that define the high achiever. Are you one? Stay tuned to watch this video. Have you ever noticed that those who are high achievers have very distinct characteristics or personality? High achievers are often referred to as the high performer, and high performers know how to get results. They are driven and determined, and they see possibility and opportunity all around them. High achievers are a force of nature, and they often have a confidence and charisma, that aura when they walk into a room. You see, high achievers have a rich imagination, full of ideas, and they have a growth mindset. They're not afraid of a challenge that comes their way, and they frame situations in the terms of possibility. Now, things could be going off the rails, but they can still say, there's got to be a possibility in here. There's opportunity within this. These are the individuals who believe in their own potential. They take initiative that ignites a spark of creativity. They don't settle for average or mediocrity, and they see possibility in all things. A high achiever will take 100% responsibility for their thoughts, feelings, actions, and ultimately their results. They do not place blame or look for fault. They don't complain about the economy, the weather, or another person impacting their results. High achievers are resourceful, always looking for ways to make things happen. And they know that no matter where they are, they can leverage the resources that they currently have, and they choose to focus on what they have and use to get what they want. And they're not afraid to ask for help. Now, high performers, which I said is the same as the high achiever, are the ones who push their limits, push through their fears. They challenge themselves to become a better version of themselves. They have high standards for themselves, and they're not satisfied with being in the comfort zone, in the zone of familiar territory, because they know if they stay too long, they will be trapped in average or mediocrity. There is that yearning for more within. High achievers dream big. They plan big. And they're not afraid to take risks. In fact, they're unstoppable. They're not careless. The achievers, they anticipate obstacles. They plan in advance. That things that might get in their way, they've already tended to. And they put a great deal of trust in themselves to know whatever they face, they have the capability and ability to use their situation to their advantage. Now, boxing legend Muhammad Ali said, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." Interesting to think about, isn't it? High achievers are willing to learn. They're not afraid to make mistakes, and they face their fears of failure, knowing the greatest learning occurs in the midst of failure. Part of their greatest learning is to get to know thyself. And when you get to know yourself and see with clarity who you are, what you stand for, what your values are, you can appreciate when it comes to decision making, you can stand in your truth. There's no question about who you are and where you want to go, because you can become decisive. You can go after what you want because you know what drives you. You know what values you stand on, and nothing can deter you from those because you know alignment comes. There's no struggle when you're in alignment. And high achievers aren't concerned about what other people think because they've reaped the rewards from trusting themselves and the ability to know what works best for them. Now, what works best for someone isn't necessarily going to work best for you, but you can take it as an example and make it your own. Create your own success with knowing that success leaves clues from the people before you. And becoming a high achiever is not for everyone, nor is it an easy task. It requires that you look inward and ask yourself, What is it that I want? And why do I want it? Trust yourself to know the way, because when you know the answer to those two questions, you will do all of the rest. I hope that gave you some food for thought, some questions to think about. What is it that I want? And why do I want it? Two key questions that you need to ask yourself as you proceed forward to becoming the high achiever, the high performer, and ultimately increasing results beyond your dreams. I'd love for you to go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com. You're going to get your 3-part video course of making habits stick, and take hold of any resistance and derailers that are in your way, and know that there's possibility and opportunity standing before you. Reach out and grab it. As Muhammad Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And as always, go out and make today great.